Welcome to the Deep Dive. Ready to explore some fascinating tech? Today we're diving deep into the world of AI and how it's shaping our lives.
Oh, AI is everywhere these days.
Exactly. We're going to be pulling insights from a recent Tech Talk Today episode, AI Ethics and the Future. Think you're AI savvy.
I'm sure we'll all be surprised by what we learn.
Get ready for some aha moments because you might not know as much as you think.
Sounds like a challenge.
All right, so let's start with something super familiar. Think about your phone.
My phone?
Yeah, that little keyboard you use every day. Ever notice how it predicts your next word?
Well, yeah, but I just figured it was some clever programming.
That's AI in action.
Oh, wow. AI is already part of our daily routines.
And it goes way beyond just texting.
Right, like recommending shows I might like.
You got it. Remember that Netflix example from Tech Talk today?
Oh, yeah, the one where it analyzes millions of data points?
It uses your viewing history, ratings, all that, to suggest shows you might enjoy.
I mean, those algorithms are seriously sophisticated.
It is pretty mind-blowing how these systems can process so much information, but also makes you think,
About what?
what happens when we rely too much on AI? Like, what if our GPS goes haywire? TikTok today mentioned even small glitches can cause major chaos.
Yeah, I remember that. It's a good reminder that AI is a tool, and like any tool.
It could be misused or malfunction.
Exactly.
We need to be aware of the downsides. It can be super helpful, but we can't forget its limitations.
Right, it's all about balance.
Speaking of AI messing up, I can't tell you how many times my spam filter has eaten important emails.
Oh, tell me about it. It's like it doesn't understand context.
Yeah, it can miss those subtle cues that we humans pick up on naturally.
AI's still learning how to read between the lines.
It's getting better, but it's definitely a work in progress.
Totally agree. So it seems like we're saying AI is kind of a double-edged sword.
Powerful, but with risks we can't ignore, especially as AI gets more and more powerful.
Oh, absolutely. The more powerful it gets, the higher the stakes.
Now, remember that part in Tech Talk today about artificial general intelligence?
AGI. Yeah, the idea AI that's as smart as a human.
They talked about OpenAI's GPT-4, the one that can write poetry and even code.
It's pretty mind-blowing, but it's important to be realistic.
You mean it's not like robots are taking over the world?
Not yet, at least.
Well, GPT-4 and similar models are incredibly advanced.
True. But they're basically mimicking us based on massive amounts of data they've been trained on.
So not really sentient beings with feelings.
Nope, not quite. Still, the speed of AI development is remarkable.
Who knows what the future holds?
Exactly.
Okay, this brings up a big question.
What's that?
What happens to jobs as AI gets even smarter?
Oh, the classic robots stealing our jobs fear.
Right. Are we all going to be replaced by machines?
Well, technological advancements have always disrupted the job market.
I guess that's true. Like cars replaced horse-drawn carriages?
Exactly. Think about it. Cars may have displaced some jobs, but they created tons more.
In manufacturing, transportation, all sorts of new industries.
Precisely. So AI probably won't eliminate jobs entirely.
More like change the types of jobs that are out there.
Exactly. Some jobs will become automated, but new ones will pop up.
So we need to adapt.
Big time. The key is lifelong learning. The more skills we have, the better prepared we'll be.
That makes sense. Like if AI takes over routine tasks.
There'll be a growing need for people who can design, manage, and fix those AI systems.
So maybe it's not about competing with AI, but figuring out how to work alongside it?
That's the idea. We need to find ways to use AI's strengths to our advantage.
This has been super insightful. We've covered a lot, from AI in our everyday lives to its potential impact on jobs.
And we've only just scratched the surface.
Right. Before we move on, I'd love to hear from you. What are your thoughts on AI's role in society? What excites you and what worries you?
Oh, that's a great question. I'm curious to hear what our listeners think, too. AI is a game changer.
Absolutely, and it's only going to get more influential. It's a topic that deserves open and honest conversation.
I couldn't agree more. We all need to be part of the conversation about AI's future.
You know, one thing that really stuck with me from Tech Talk today was the potential for AI in healthcare.
Oh, yeah, the possibilities are huge there.
They talked about AI revolutionizing drug discovery.
Imagine that. Designing life-saving meds in a fraction of the time it takes now.
It could be a game changer for diseases like cancer and Alzheimer's.
It's pretty mind-blowing, right?
Totally. And think about the impact, not just for patients.
Right, for their families, for the whole healthcare system.
It's like science fiction becoming reality.
It really is, and it goes beyond just new drugs.
Oh, how so?
AI can personalize treatments, too, based on each patient's data.
So instead of a one-size-fits-all approach.
Exactly. AI can look at your genes, lifestyle, medical history.
And recommend what works best for you individually.
You got it.
That's amazing. But all this data crunching makes me wonder
Wonder what?
about the environmental impact.
Oh, good point. Training these advanced AI models takes a ton of energy.
Right. I mean, all that computing power must have some kind of footprint.
Absolutely. It's something researchers are really thinking about.
So they are looking for ways to make AI more sustainable.
Yeah, like developing more energy-efficient algorithms or exploring new types of computing.
That's been assuring. It seems like every tech leap comes with its own challenges,
That's true, but the potential benefits of AI are just so huge.
as long as we can minimize the downsides, right?
Yeah, finding that balance between progress and responsibility is key.
Well said. Okay, so we've talked AI in our daily lives, the job market, and the amazing potential in healthcare.
What's next?
There's one more aspect of AI I find super intriguing.
What's that?
Its role in creativity,
Oh, for sure. AI is already making waves in art, music, even writing.
right? I was just thinking about Dolly too.
The AI that creates images from text descriptions?
Yep, that's the one. Tech Talk Today highlighted it as a huge leap in AI-generated art.
It's amazing how it can combine different images and styles to create something totally new.
It's almost like AI have its own artistic sense. Makes you wonder.
About what?
If AI can create art, what does that mean for human artists?
Ah, that's the big question, isn't it? It's sparking a lot of debate right now.
Some people might think human artists are becoming obsolete,
I don't think so. AI is more of a tool for artists.
so more of a collaboration.
Yeah, like AI can help explore new ideas and push creative boundaries.
But it's still the human artist who brings the vision, the emotions, the unique perspective.
Exactly.
It's like AI is giving artists a new color on their palette.
Or a new instrument in their orchestra.
That's a great way to put it. AI can expand the possibilities for creative expression, but it can't replace that human spark that makes art truly special.
Well said.
All right, it's time to tackle some listener questions.
Sounds good. Let's see what they're thinking about.
Okay, the first one is a biggie.
Oh.
Can AI become conscious?
Wow, straight to the philosophical heart of AI.
I know, right? It's something a lot of people are wondering about.
Consciousness is tricky. Even in humans, we don't fully get it.
So how can we even say if AI could achieve it?
Exactly. AI systems now are super smart, but...
They don't have that subjective experience.
Or self-awareness, those things we associate with consciousness.
So the idea of a conscious AI is still science fiction.
For now, yeah. But it does raise some serious ethical questions about where AI is headed.
Very true. Okay, another listener asks about protecting personal data from AI.
Privacy concerns. That's a big one these days.
Yeah, any advice?
Well, the key is to be proactive. First, read those privacy policies.
Don't just click agree without thinking.
Nope. Know how your data is being used. Second, think about app permissions.
You mean like location, contacts, microphone access?
Exactly. Do they really need all that? And if you're really concerned about privacy,
Use a VPN.
good one. A VPN encrypts your internet traffic, making it harder to track.
So the more we understand about AI,
The better equipped we are to navigate it.
exactly. Knowledge is power, especially with tech that's changing so fast.
I totally agree.
Well, we've certainly explored a lot in this deep dive into AI. It's mind-blowing to think about how AI is already woven into our lives.
It really is, and we've only just begun to explore its potential.
Right, from those everyday apps to transforming healthcare.
The possibilities are huge.
And like we've been talking about, AI's got this power to tackle big problems, make our lives better.
It's also making us rethink what it means to be human.
Exactly. If AI can create art, write poetry, even compose music.
Where does that leave human creativity? It's a question that really makes you think.
No kidding. It's like AI is forcing us to redefine art and expression.
Absolutely. We're figuring out what it means to be human in an age where machines can do things we thought were uniquely ours.
We've covered so much ground today. AI in everyday life, jobs, ethics, the future. It's amazing how AI is not just a tech thing.
It's reshaping society as we know it.
Totally agree. It's a powerful force that will continue to change the world in ways we can't even imagine yet.
The key is to remember that AI is a tool.
Like any tool, it can be used for good or for bad.
Exactly. It's our responsibility to make sure it's developed and used ethically. We need to be thoughtful about its impact.
That's a great point. So as we wrap up, what's the one thing you hope our listeners take away from this deep dive into AI?
I hope they come away with a sense of both the incredible potential and the importance of staying informed.
So don't be afraid of AI, but don't just blindly accept it either.
Right. Understand it, question it, and be part of shaping its future.
Well said. And for our listeners, keep exploring this fascinating world of AI. Keep asking questions, keep learning, and most importantly, keep talking about how AI is changing our world. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.